What's up, everyone? Welcome into another Team Bankroll video. Today we're taking a look at Europa League matches for Thursday, August 16th. I'm your host, the big man on campus, here with my regular co-host, Alex from Deep Tips. Alex, Europa League keeps getting more interesting. How you doing?
Cheers, big man.
You got
First
the
of all,
brew. You got a little cerveza. I like it.
it's Corona Extra Mexico. Some good shit for today. I really love this brand. I really enjoy it every time that I have the some friends at my house. Today we are doing a grill. I took some time off for Europa League. They are outside preparing the grill, so I will join them in another 30-40 minutes after we finish. I'm getting very annoyed with the results in the last 2 days. After 10 positive days, after 10 days killing the bookies, today and yesterday the results are messing with me. Champions League, like, not an usual day to bet on, some weird results, but I'm always positive. You know me. Tomorrow, no, in Thursday, Europa League, and I cannot wait to preview the matches with you.
Yeah, plenty of matches to talk about. We'll get into that and more. I hear you. I mean, I'm really just kind of sticking with. I had a couple plays. I had one play today in the Champions League, which didn't win. It was a bad play. I had over 2.5 in that fucking Pauk game. They didn't score a goddamn goal. But I did have Leeds, Bolton over 2.5, and that's come in. I sent that one out. So 1-1, I'll take it. Let's get in though to Europa League, and we welcome everyone in. Hope you're having a great Tuesday here. Whether you're around the world, the United States, wherever you are, hope you're having a great Tuesday. Hit the like button for us. It's always helpful for you to like the show, and we'll get into a little Europa League here. Let's start it out, Alex. And obviously, we have plenty of games to get to. We'll try to get to as many as we can in our allotted time slot. We'll start it out with Leipzig, 1.4, draw 4.5 against Craiova. Craiova out of your country, Romania. They have a little bit of a mountain to climb in this one. Leipzig, have to figure, Alex, are going to be a team that go pretty far in this competition. What do you like here?
Craiova very poor, very poor. Also, they're struggling to find the back of the net. Also, they're struggling in the defense. Also, in the domestic league. Also, in the Europa League, they've lost some of their best forwards heading into the season. So I don't know. I think that at least 2 free classes, Leipzig are better, and I'm going Leipzig minus 1.5 at 2.2 right now. I think that Leipzig should be able to cover the minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap, because they are by far the better side between the two. Craiova very poor this season, and Leipzig, I know that they are fighting for the second place at least in Bundesliga, because we all know that Bayern Munich are winning again the title in Bundesliga.
Sorry, I got a call coming in here. My fault. Yeah, this is an interesting play. I mean, I think Leipzig is a team that should be able to crush here. Minus 1.5 looks pretty good here on this one. Olympiakos 2, draw 3.5, Lucerne 3.6. What do you like here, Alex?
Yeah, I think that Olympiakos are the better side. They did some good signings in the summer transfer window. They finished the last season in third place in their domestic league in Greece. Lucerne, I don't know. Yeah, they are good, but not for this type of league, for Europa League. I think that this is the best that they arrived at. I think that Olympiakos uh, should win this match, and I'm going Olympiakos to win, one bet, and also loser versus Olympiakos over 2.5 goals, the other bet.
So you're taking the over in this game and Olympiakos. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, both different bets. I'm
Okay.
taking 1 unit Olympiacos to win, 1 unit over 2.5 goals in the match.
Yeah, I mean, this is a nice little price on Olympiakos. I mean, this is
That's
you're
evens,
basically
yeah.
getting even money. They won the first match 4-0. I mean, they totally dominated Lucerne here. So yeah, I think they could have another crooked scoreline. This is just a really good European Europa League side against a team that isn't going to last in this competition very long.
They
Let me
they
throw
took
out a
they took they took the best
uh,
striker from AEK Athens, who won the league last year, Olympiakos. They did some free transfers, and they also invested couple of millions in some different players. I think that they are all decent, coming from the Balkans. I think that they will do a wonderful job in their domestic league, and I think that they have the first chance to qualify in the Europa League group stages.
Yeah, I like this play. This is definitely one that I'm going to be on. Olympiakos at 1.95. Let me go with one here. I was on this one last week. It was, I don't know, one of the easiest bets I've ever had at this level. It was 2-1 in like the 25th minute, easy winner on the over. I'm going to go back to the over again, over 3.5 here. I'm going to go Atalanta Haifa, Hapoel Haifa over 3.5. Atalanta's just scoring goals for fun right now. Um, can Haifa score one? Sure, I think they can, but this just has the looks of like 3-1, 4-0, something like that. Atalanta's at home here. They should be able to put plenty by Haifa here. You know, the number's obviously one goal higher than we had last week, but I think if Haifa can contribute on the scoreline, I think we could at least get 3 out of Atalanta. This is one that I'm just going to grab over 3.5 Haifa against Atalanta. Um, let's go to your next one, Alex, here. Besiktas 1.9, draw 3.4. Linz at 3.8. Linz obviously at home here. Besiktas, a team that you generally want to back at home, but look, I mean, Linz here didn't put up much of a fight in the first match. You have to figure they're not going to put up much of one here. The first match was 1-0, but it was an easy 1-0. I don't think Besiktas ever really threatened to lose the game, but they weren't able to add on, which is interesting. They scored a goal, I think, very early in that game, 10 minutes in or so. They really weren't able to do much the rest of the game, but they had almost over 65% possession, plenty of shots. What are your thoughts here on this one?
I think that the LASK Linz are very dangerous at home. They have some talented and fast players, and they are better always at home than away. But when you see a Besiktas team keeping the big names for this season, Ricardo Quaresma, Ryan Babel, Alvaro Negredo, Wagner Love, you cannot. I think that they were unlucky in the first match, not scoring more than one goal. As you said, as you specified, they dominated the entire match. They created a lot of chances of scoring, but unfortunately, they find the back of the net only one time in the entire match. I think that they are going there to win. I think that is dangerous to play for draw for a team like Besiktas in Austria against the LASK Linz team that doesn't compare with them at all. I think that Besiktas are going there for the win, and I'm going Besiktas to win at 1.95.
Like it. It's a coughing class here. Look, Besiktas is a much better team. I think we all know that. Let's go to one that I'm going to run with. I'm going to go with Legia Warsaw Dudelange over 2.5 at 1.95. Look, Legia Warsaw is in a weird little stretch right now. They seem like they have a red card in every game. They're playing from behind a lot. But tomorrow they have to go on the road. But Luxembourg, not a terrible place to go play. I think Dudelange can find the back of the net, but I have no reason to think that Legia can't take care of this lead here and they can't win this qualifier. I think they're a team that can put up goals here. Wouldn't be surprised if this is 3-0. I think they take it to Dudelange. Look, they got another red card in the last match. They had to play, basically the whole second half without, with 10 men. I think that if they can obviously stay within not have that red card, not give up penalties. They also give up a penalty in the 61st minute. They have to play Obviously a little bit more. Too much behavior issues on the team with this group right now. But I think confident they can go in tomorrow and get the job done. I think they put a couple goals behind. I think this is like a 3-0, at worst, 2-1, 3-1. I'm going to go over 2.5 at 1.95 between Legia Warsaw and Dudelange.
I would be scared to play Legia Warsaw to win this one. Or yeah,
Yeah.
I think that it's really crazy to see Dudelange from Luxembourg, really inferior team in Europe, to dominate the match in Poland and to create 19 opportunities of scoring and to have 4 shots on goal and dominate the possession. 54% of the possession in Poland against Legia. I think that they will be able to contribute on the scoreboard, and I think that over 2.5, I think that money in the pocket, and also I think that both teams to score at evens would be another good play for this match.
Yeah, I think this is a good one. I am a bit concerned. Dudelange not a team that has a ton of talent. I mean, they're from Luxembourg. They're not a big time team. I worry about this like 3-0 and you lose out in the both teams score. I'm going to just go for the over 2.5. I'm confident we see at least 3 goals in this one. Let's go to your next one here, Alex. These are all games sent in by you. This should be an interesting one. Rangers on the road at Maribor. Rangers 3, draw 3.25. Maribor at 2.3. Rangers, obviously led by my favorite player ever, Steven Gerrard. Come into this one, have to travel out of Scotland. They're down, or actually, I'm sorry, they're up 3-1. This was an interesting game the first time around. Rangers never score goals. And what a surprise, Alex. When I don't back them, of course they put goals behind. What a surprise. What do you like in this one? Does Maribor come back, or what goes on in the second leg?
One thing for sure, with Steven Gerrard in charge, Rangers are a rock solid defense. In the last 7 matches, they are unbeaten, keeping 4 clean sheets in the process. But Maribor in their domestic league, they scored 15 goals in 4 matches, in their first 4 matches of the season. They are scoring goals for fun, and most of all in front of their fans. I think that Maribor will play their chance in this one. I think that the best solution is both teams to score at 1.91 because Maribor are forced to attack from the first minute of the game to overcome that deficit from the first leg, and to if they want to qualify further, that is. But Rangers are deadly on the break, so I think that both teams will find the back of the net. So for both teams to score at 1.91. I think that it makes one of the best bets for Europa League second leg.
NK Maribor out of Slovenia, Alex. You might not know this, but most of me is made up of Albanian, but I have a small part of me, 25%, that is Slovenian. So my mother's one side was from Kranj in Slovenia. So I do have a small part of Slovenia in me here. But yeah, Rangers are a good side. I mean, they're generally a team that kind of play close to the vest, don't score a ton of goals, but keep goals out. They've had some nice success here against Maribor in this fixture. Burnley, Istanbul. This is one that I'm going to jump on. I actually took Burnley. I took Istanbul in the last one. Mark and I took Istanbul, and it was a boring match. I mean, it was 0-0. There was about. Listen. The old guy down the street got more action last week than these two teams saw in the game against in Istanbul. But I'm confident that I think Burnley can get a win here. I'm actually going to go with both teams to score no. A bet we don't make often, but I do. I think one of these teams will be scoreless. I just don't see a ton of goals here. I don't want to go under 2.5 because it's too low. I'm confident. I don't know if Istanbul can score. Burnley's defense is very resolute. I got a feeling Burnley's going to win this one 1-0. I'm going to go both teams to score no. If it's 0-0, that'd be great. If it's 1-0, that'd be great. I'm just hoping that we don't see more than one goal. If we do, hopefully it's a 2-0. I think one of these teams will be scoreless. I just don't see a ton of action here. I'm going to go both teams to score no at 1.7 in Burnley, Istanbul. I think it's 1-0 Burnley, Alex. Any thoughts on this? Not a lot of action in the first match.
I think that it will be a very very close match, very close encounter between the two teams. Yes, I was thinking that Başakşehir will win the first leg. Unfortunately for them, they lost a lot of opportunities of scoring. You were saying also that you watched the match and you saw them missing so many opportunities against Burnley. I don't know, Burnley. I think that if they want to remain in the Premier League, also in the next season, they should get off this train, get off this Europa League train, because it will not be good for them to play both weekend matches and Thursday matches in Europa League, because I am sure that if they will qualify in Europa League in the group stage, they will go down at the end of the season in the Premier League. So I think that Başakşehir has the first chance to qualify. So if I will bet on this match, I will go Başakşehir to qualify at 1.95.
Not a bad play, actually. I think it's a low-scoring game either way. Big Man always bets on Burnley. And Alex, why don't you tell everyone what happens when Big Man always bets on Burnley? What happens generally?
Yeah, not 90, because maybe I'm exaggerating, but always last season Burnley had odds of 3, 3.5, 4.2,
Yes.
4.5, and 65% of the time Big Man was right, because he was on the train and he made a lot of profit. This is why I think that Burnley, it was the team to put you up to that profit on the Premier
That's,
League punters.
you know, Alex, I'll tell Teddy B, that's how you become a big boy in this business. You bet games like that. You get your bankroll up. You keep it moving. You get up to 50 units. That's what happens
Teddy
when
B,
big boys get involved.
Teddy
Right.
B is a great football bettor, and I like his style. He has a
tell you what,
lot to learn, but he was one of the good guys on the World Cup, and I like him a lot. I like Teddy B.
he must understand when teams come in for you, you ride the train, pal. That's what you do. They're a big team, Burnley. They're always getting you big prices. Let's go back to your picks, Alex. You're going back to this one, your hometown team, Steaua Bucharest at home, laying 1.7, draw 3.5. Hajduk Split out of Croatia, 4.75 Split. Very beautiful area, Split. What do you like in this match, Alex?
Very beautiful area, Split, but in the first leg, the pitch was a disaster. Was a fucking disaster, big man. If you take a look at the pitch from the first leg, I think that you were thinking that I am in
That
the
one
war.
or the Bulgarian? Remember the Bulgarian
I
one?
think that was the worst. I think that it was the war from Kosovo, from a couple of years ago. You couldn't play, you
Oh,
couldn't
settle
pass the
down.
ball. You couldn't pass the ball. You couldn't drop a shot. You couldn't do nothing on that pitch. Steaua Bucharest are playing on their home field right now. A nice field, a nice pitch where they can pass, they can do their match, and they can beat easily Hajduk Split at 1.7. Home win for Steaua Bucharest at 1.7.
Yeah, you always hate the pitch conditions. Some of these small countries, the pitches are just fucking shit. But that's another story. The Bulgarian one though was the worst. Bulgaria, Belgium qualifiers for the World Cup. It was just absolutely disgusting. I'm gonna go to this one. I think this one is a wild match, Alex. I think we could see 6 goals in this one. I'm gonna go over 3.5 and 2.2 in Dinamo Minsk and Zenit. Zenit obviously has a big hill to climb in this one. Down 4-0. What a pathetic performance in Belarus. They were absolutely destroyed in that game. But look, they have a big mountain to climb. This could be a fun one. This could be 3-1, 4-2, something like that. I think we see plenty of goals here. Zenit has no other decision than to go forward. They have to score goals as quick as possible. They'll go for it. Wouldn't be surprised if they could hit on the counter. I think this is a wild game. I'm going to go over 3.5. at 2.2 in Minsk, Zenit. Any thoughts on that?
No, no, I'm with you here. You know that I always like to play your tips. I'm with you here, but I was checking that match, but no idea about those two sides. Okay, I know both of them, but I don't have any idea what to play. I really like Zenit to win that match, maybe, but the odds are low, no value for me. So I will play the over 3 or the over 3.5 as you specified.
Yeah, I really like this one. I think this is a wild match. Let's go to one of yours here. Partizan Belgrade 1.7, draw 3.5, Nordsjaelland 4.75. I actually am on this one as well. I think a Partizan win here is in the cards. Wouldn't be surprised. I think we see goal. We'll see goals, maybe 2-1, something like that. But Partizan's home crowd is really good. I think they get the win here. What do you think?
Yeah, on the road they won to one. They earned. I think that they already earned their tickets for the playoffs for the Europa League playoffs, and I think that they will easily win this match. Like Steaua Bucharest, Partizan Belgrade, in front of their fans are unbeatable. So I think that 1.7 against a team like Nordsjaelland in Denmark, I think that it has huge value. So if you wanna parlay Steaua Bucharest with Partizan, I think that that should bring you really good odds.
Yeah, I'm gonna look also. This is kind of a random match. Braga against Zoria. Braga out of Portugal. I'm gonna look win to nil. Sporting Braga. I found a stat on this Zoria team, Alex. Zoria has lost to nil in 8 of their last 12 European League matches. This Ukrainian side have really struggled. They don't win a lot on the road in this competition. I think Braga wins, and I think they win to nil. I'm going to look to that one as well. Zoria and Braga. I'm going to look Braga win to nil at 2 against Zoria.
It might be a low scoring match. It might be 1-0, 2-0 maximum. I don't see a high scoring match. Maybe also another take on this one is under 2.5 goals. Maybe you can combine that in a parlay bet. Who knows? I think that the odds are low for the under 2.5. But as always, I like your approach from this one.
Let's go through a couple others, Alex. I know you're pretty good on all these matches. Just maybe a couple of the big boys here. Um, I think a majorly surprising match in the first leg was Feyenoord. I mean, Feyenoord got fucking destroyed
Ah,
against Trencin out of Slovakia. Feyenoord a big favorite to win this one, 1.18. Do you lay goals here? You have to figure they come back with a little bit of respect for themselves here. Have any opinion on this one? Laying 2 goals is tough. How do you lay 2 goals with a team that just lost 4-0 to the same team?
not only they lost 4-0 against this team, but it was a huge surprise also in their domestic league. They've lost 2-0 against the Graafschap in the Netherlands. And the Graafschap at home against Feyenoord had odds of 7 to win that match. And Feyenoord wasn't able to win that match, to score in that match, not to win, not to draw, but to score in that match. So the Graafschap at an odd of 7, they won at home in last weekend against Feyenoord. So I'm really scared about this match. This is why I was checking it. I said, okay, fuck it. I'm passing it. It's a skip. Maybe you wanna lay some plus goals on at the away side. That they are now priced at 12, and in case of plus 1.5 goals, not to lose more than 1 goal in the match, they are priced at 2.18. I think that are beautiful odds.
Bordeaux, Mariupol. Bordeaux 3-1 in the first leg in Mariupol. you have to figure. I mean, there's just a big golfing class between these two sides. You still want to maybe, this one's not totally over. I mean, it probably is, but Bordeaux will obviously go for it here. Any thoughts on this one? Bordeaux, a big French side, but interestingly enough, Bordeaux lost over the weekend against Strasbourg. What a surprising outcome that was in League One. Bordeaux went down to 10 men and really just were never able to fix themselves. But what do you think about this one? Anything on Bordeaux, Mariupol?
That was not such a big surprise like Feyenoord losing to the Graafschap. Bordeaux lost at home against Strasbourg. Bordeaux were at home priced at evens. I've seen the match because I've checked all the Ligue 1 round 1 matches, and Bordeaux played really decent. Strasbourg was eager to start the campaign with a positive result. I think that Bordeaux should win from halftime in this one against Mariupol. Mariupol from Ukraine are a really poor side. So if you want to go something in this match at 1.72, Bordeaux halftime, full time, or also Bordeaux minus 1.5 again at 1.72. As expected, Bordeaux won easily in the first round away in Ukraine, and in front of their fans, they should do it again one more time.
Now, Alex, I think it's important that we sometimes look for a big dog. Let's look for a big underdog. Do we have any that we could look at here? Interestingly enough, Rijeka and Sarpsborg are tied, but that one's in Croatia. That's going to be tough for Sarpsborg out of Norway. Any big underdogs you would consider? Maybe, I'm looking at this one. This is kind of an interesting match. Hapoel Beersheva against Apoel Nicosia out of where are they? Out of Cyprus. Interesting match, 2-2, kind of going forward here. You can get 3.75 on Hapoel, a team that generally do pretty well in this competition. You think they can go to Cyprus and maybe get a win? I think they can. 3.75, not a bad price on Hapoel. Any thoughts on that big dog?
No, they are in an away match. If you're looking for a team in an away match, which I think that they have more chances to win that Apoel, I think that they are Başakşehir here against Burnley. At least from my point of view. I know that you are judging different. You think that Burnley will win 1-0 or something like that. But that is, for me, that is underdog. And another underdog, which I consider, I think that Cork City from Ireland, going away in Norway, losing 2-0 in the first leg. I think that they will not lose more than 1 goal difference. So Cork City minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap looks good at 1.9.
Wow, you said Cork, you mean plus 1.5, not minus 1.5.
Plus 1.5, sorry.
Yeah. Cork City, a team I know well. I bet on them a lot. They're not a good road side, but Rosenborg, not a team that generally wins by wide margins. They, most will win 2-0. I think the plus 1.5 looks pretty strong here. Maybe put the plus 2 in an Acker at 1.5. Before we get into our big plays, Alex, I'm going to throw together an Acker here. I'm going to go with Leipzig to beat Craiova. I'm going to go Cork plus 2. I'm going to take, let me go through a couple others here. I'm going to go with Atalanta to beat Haifa. I'm going to go with Stal to beat Hajduk. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with Braga to beat Zorya. I'm going to go with, what else? What are we going to throw in? Olympiakos to beat Lucerne. And I'll go one more. I'm going to go with my favorite over. Let's go Legia, Warsaw, and Dudelange over 2.5 at 1.95, which gives us a very healthy 21.17, a 7-team Acker. I'm going to rock with that.
Yeah, I did already a 3-team ACA on odds market. Salzburg to win, both from Champions League and Europa League. Salzburg to win, so it came through. I have Leipzig to win and Steaua to win. All three of them at 3.5. So I think that that has plenty of chances to come. I played some of the from the goals market. Anaka 5-team parlay from the goals market. Spartak Moscow versus PAOK took me off this train. Unfortunately, as yourself also, we expected another result in that match. But yeah, I think that we should risk some of the Akas just for fun in case we bet $10, €10 in a 20 to 1, 30 to 1 Aka bet. And the one in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, it will come in. I think that we can be very satisfied with that.
I'll tell you what, Alex. This little piece of advice to any listeners out there. On another note, EFL Cup England, bet goals in this competition. There are a lot of goals in this league.
Yeah.
It seems like every game is 2-2, 2-1, 4-0, 5-1, 3-3, 3-0. I mean, these teams are crushing it. I'm looking forward to next week, Alex. I'm sure you'll contribute at some point as well. We're going to get into some of the smaller leagues. There's a lot of money to be made in League One, League Two. A lot of interesting score lines there that we're going to get into. But EFL Cup, a lot of money to be made on these totals. But Alex, let's get to our plays of the day for Europa. We gave out a lot of tips here. Let's hear your best play and maybe what your best 1A play, your top two. What do you got?
Top two plays, Lucerne versus Olympiakos Piraeus, over 2.5 goals at 1.85. Second best play, Maribor versus Rangers, both teams to score at 1.91. And the double of the day, I'm going Steaua and Partizan Belgrade, both to win their matches.
I'm going to go with Legia, Dudelange, over 2.5 at 1.95. And I'm also going to go with Olympiakos at 1.95 against Lucerne. And I'm also going to go with Partizan Belgrade to beat Nordsjaelland at 1.7. The time has come, Alex, for you and I to ride off into a Tuesday sunset as we wrap up. I know you have a cookout to go to. I have to take a nap because I worked out today and it was leg day and it was very difficult. Red Star Belgrade, by the way, is taking
leg
the
day
lead in action.
Come on, leg day.
Yeah, it was not. It was very tough. Worked out. I ran on the elliptical. It was very tough. I got to take a small nap here. I'd like to take a little nap, Alex, around 5 o'clock. I got to be on tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern here at SBR. I'm filling in for our friend Gabe Morenzi, who again want to send my condolences to Gabe. He lost his mother over the weekend. Hopefully he gets back real soon. But I'll be on late for him. So if you're around, check that out. 10 o'clock Eastern. Now, what time would that be in Romania, Alex? 10 o'clock Eastern. That's what, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning?
10 o'clock Eastern. How many hours from now?
What time is it there right now?
It's 11:33 p.m.
You're 6 hours ahead. It'll be late. Put it that way. But catch me tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern. I'll be on with myself and maybe a guest or two. We'll talk all sorts of fun sports, baseball, football coming up, NFL, a lot of stuff. Everyone have a great day. We appreciate you checking out Europa League today. We'll be back next week with more Europa. Everyone have a great night. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Alex, for coming on. Appreciate it.
Take care. Take care.
Bye-bye.